Hey, it's Jason from drpremed.com, and I'm a fourth year medical student. So, one thing we have to do in our fourth year, leading up to our fourth year of medical school, is take another round of boards. It's called our Step 2, Usmle Step 2 if you're a allopathic MD student, but if you're osteopathic medical student, it's called your COMLEX Level 2 exam. And basically, what this exam does, it covers all of your clinical knowledge and reasoning, analytical thinking skills, like how are you going to treat a patient, what are you going to prescribe for a patient, what's the algorithms for an MI, heart attack, something like that. And so I recently took that exam and I'm waiting for those results to come back in. I know it's not as big as the first exam that you take in medical school, the one that you take after your second year medical school, because that's the big one. That's the one that really decides what residency you're going to get into and what all the programs put the most weight on. And then the second one, the step two, level two, that's more of, okay, we want to make sure that you're doing well with the medical knowledge that you have and that you're going to be a good doctor. And then also, there's one more that you take at the end of your first year of residency, aka at the end of your internship year, and that's going to be your level three, step three, whatever you want to call it, and that's going to be more of clinical judgment, clinical thinking and reasoning, and do you have the capacity and proficiency to take care of patients? That's what that exam's all about. And what's happening now is students who don't do as well on either level one or level two, they might think about getting their level three in before they start residency or before they apply to residency programs so they can have that notch under their belt. Because if you go to a residency program and you already passed all the tests that you need to get in and to be board certified and qualified, that's going to make the residency directors, excuse me, it's going to make their job a lot easier because they know you can do the work and they don't have to worry about you failing or not completing your residency because you were able to complete all your licensing exams. So to become a doctor, there's three sets of licensing exams that you have to take. Generally, you take your first one after your second year of medical school. That's based on all the basic sciences. Then you take your second one after your third year of medical school, after you started in the hospital and did all your rotations. That's going to be clinically oriented. And your third one you usually take after your internship year, or you need to complete by the time you end your first year of residency, and that's going to be more clinicals as well. And so it's interesting to be in this holding pattern, just waiting for results to come in. A little bit anxious, slightly nervous, but when I was taking my exam, I actually felt pretty good about things. It wasn't like, oh wow, I'm blown out the water. I wasn't expecting this and stuff like that. Like, okay, this is doable. I can handle this. And so I'm just waiting around for a good report to move on to the next stage of things. And so it's just a waiting period because it's like 3, 4, 5 weeks or so that you have to wait on your exam report because it's a national exam, so they have to standardize it, make sure there's no cheating or anything like that. And you take it at like a national testing center, like one of those prometric testing centers that you do for your what is it, for your MCAT if you're a pre-med student or whatever. And it was interesting when I was there taking mine, there's a lot of people taking their series, like 63, I guess, if you're a finance person, they were doing that. And